Hello, members of the Orthopedic Sports and Spine Department. I'm Mike Hattery, your Senior Administrator. I'm coming to you today on behalf of all of our management team, Dr. Robertson, your Department Chair, and Dr. Bowden, your Vice Chair. I came to Emory about 9 years ago. I grew up in Rochester, Minnesota at a place called Mayo Clinic. You may have heard of that. I moved to Florida and Arizona, then back to Florida with Mayo Clinic, and then I came here. The big reason I came here was because I was so excited about the potential that Emory Healthcare has and all of Emory University, and frankly, I wanted to be a part of it. I joined this department about a year ago for many of the same reasons. The Department of Orthopedic Sports and Spine has been a leading department in this organization for a long time, as evidenced by all the rapid growth that we've had and doing very exciting projects like we're currently doing with the Atlanta Hawks. As part of a department that's grown so significantly in such a short period of time, we want to make sure that we're paying very close attention to our culture. Our goals are for our department to be the very best place for patients to come and receive the highest quality of care, the very best place for our doctors to practice medicine, the very best place for all of our staff to take care of patients, whatever their role in that process may be, and at the end of the day, the very best place for us to come to work. So we're embarking on a very focused initiative that will take us over a year to make sure that this environment and the culture that we offer fulfills all of those goals that we have. Your happiness being an employee in this department and partnering with the members of your team and with the patients is an absolute key to us being successful. What I'm going to do today is review the results of the employee engagement survey. We felt it was very important that as we started this process to focus on our culture and environment, that we took the time to ask you, each and every one of you, how you viewed the culture and environment, so that we knew the right places to start and the right things to focus on. So I will cover the results of that employee engagement survey with you today and talk a bit about next steps. These are the results of the survey that was sent out to you in the late spring. There are 15 slides. You have the PowerPoint presentation along with this attachment. If you'd like to open that and go through the presentation by following along in the slides, you're welcome to do so too. Here's some basic information about the survey. We asked about 7 issues. Do you enjoy coming to work? Do you feel that the level of recognition is appropriate? Do you feel the communication between you and your supervisor is good? Are you satisfied with the culture? Are you pleased with career advancement opportunities that you have? Do you and your coworker work well together as a team? And then in summary, are you satisfied with your job? The participant group size, our department size, was 225. We received 165 responses, which for a survey like this is exceptionally high. And we want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to complete the survey. Of those 165 responses, we received 83 through the online survey tool and 82 on paper. Our response rate overall was 73%. We asked each of you to self-identify what specialty you worked in and what location you worked in. So although this isn't exact, this gives a good idea that we did get broad responses representing all of our specialties and all of our locations. We had a total of 143 responses from Executive Park. Of those 143, 62 were orthopedics, 45 were spine, 13 were sports, 20 identified in others, and 3 people didn't answer the question. So a good representation from each of those areas. Johns Creek had 1 person identify as orthopedics, 4 as sports, 2 as spine, 1 other. Dunwoody, all 5 identified themselves as sports. Tucker, 8 orthopedics, 1 other, and you can see the totals there. Now this is hard to read through the video, but if you look at the slide on paper, you'll be able to see it better. This is color-coded with green indicating where we're doing a very good job, with yellow where we have opportunity for improvement, and the areas identified in red are areas that are more problem parts for us that we need to make sure that we're putting additional energy to. So these are also broken out across subspecialties, with the item number 1 being I enjoyed coming to work. Overall yellow, so an opportunity to improve. Both sports and spine were green. The second question, level of recognition that I receive is appropriate. Overall, again, we were yellow. Orthopedics was red, needing significant improvement, and sports was green. Third question, communication between you and your supervisor. Mostly yellow, but with sports and the other category being listed in green. The satisfaction with the culture of the department, again, overall yellow, red in orthopedics, and yellow in the rest. Item number 5 is where our survey results said that we're doing the most poor. Item number 5 is the area where the survey results suggested we have the most work to do because we really aren't performing acceptably. That is being pleased with the career advancement opportunities available to you. Interestingly, that may at the end of the day be one of the more easy to fix, but we'll be focusing on it and working hard on it. Again, overall red, with red in orthopedics and yellow, although a bit lower yellow numbers in the other areas. Item number 6, my coworkers and I work well together as a team, is where we did very, very well. We were green overall as a department, and each specialty came back with the results that were in the green. Item number 7, I'm satisfied with my job. Overall, we're yellow, where again, sports was green, but the other subspecialties were yellow. On the category of I enjoy coming to work, the themes, generally favorable, 69.52%. The ratings range was about 60 to 90. Staff generally enjoy coming to work. However, comments suggest that it is not necessarily enjoyable all the time and it is becoming harder. Those aren't surprising comments. The volume of work, patients, and workloads, lack of staff, resources, management, and leadership are also areas for improvement and where we feel stress. The second question, I feel the level of recognition that I receive is appropriate. General themes, results are moderately favorable at 54% favorable. The range was 41 to 90, so a broader range than we saw the last time. With moderately favorable, staff feel that they work hard, but there is a lack of appreciation shown for the work performed, and that we're quick to give negative feedback and write people up, and that our staff are not heard. So those are the areas that you're telling us you need us to work on, and you have our commitment to do so. The third topic focuses on communication between you and your supervisor. We asked how good that was. Overall, the responses were generally favorable, with 69% favorable rating, with a tighter range here from 63% to 86%. Staff feel that managers, leaders do not speak to or acknowledge them when they see them, relate only to an inner circle of certain staff, spend time mostly with other managers and leaders, and do not always hear them. So again, you're giving us very tangible things that we need to work on with you. And I've already been reminded that when I'm walking around, if I'm holding my iPhone looking at my emails when I'm doing so, I might as well not be walking around. So I actually appreciate the fact that I've been given that feedback, and we'll try to do better about that. The fourth item, I'm satisfied with the culture of the department. Moderately favorable results at 56%. Our ratings range 47 to 72. Comparatively speaking, this item tied for having the lowest of the high score when compared to others. More and more work, less and less resources and pay, and that the issues, the needs of our staff are ignored. So this is an area, as we talked about earlier, that we've got a lot of work to do. I'm pleased with the career advancement opportunities available to me. Moderately unfavorable, but if you remember back from the earlier slide, this is the topic where overall we're doing the worst. Our ratings range was 37%, which is the lowest number that we've seen up there, to 72. Career advancement opportunities are a function of favoritism shown by management. In other words, needing to know the right people. Advancement only being for certain people. Positions created for friends. Qualified bachelor's, master's degree PSCs, medical secretaries, techs, and MAs are overlooked for internal promotions. So those are things that you have our commitment to work on. Item number 6, my coworkers and I work well together as a team. Overall, the rating was favorable, and if you recall back, this was the category where we did the best, where we had green all the way across the board, all locations and specialties. Our highest rating item, our staff support each other. However, do not feel that same level of support and teamwork with management and leadership. But again, this is a strong area for the department, which certainly doesn't mean it's something that we ignore. It's something that we learn what makes us do so well here and expand those success factors to other areas. The 7th item, I'm satisfied with my job. Our results were moderately favorable at 62.5%, with the range being pretty low, 52, to pretty high, 90. Somewhat similar to staff enjoying coming to work, staff satisfaction with their job is moderately to generally favorable, sometimes or for the most part. On management and leadership, in addition to the previous items, there was a strong theme regarding management and leadership. Generally speaking, there were a number of comments regarding management leadership as it relates to trustworthiness, competence, communication, connection with staff, and treatment of staff. So these are things that we'll be focusing on both within our own management team, but a lot of this is how we relate to you as staff, so that we've got to look inwardly but also outwardly and think about how our styles and who's on our team and how we go about doing our jobs impacts us all. So in summary, staff understand the importance of patients and patient care and are proud to be part of an organization and a department that places such high importance on those things. However, the feedback suggests the staff feel that the demands of the work, the changing work environment, and management leadership is not always supportive of them. While patients are a number one priority, the staff is also a priority. Without them, you cannot take care of patients, and I think that management forgets that. That is a direct quote that one of you wrote on your survey. So I think it's a very good summary of how you feel and what we've got to focus on. A picture is worth 1,000 words, they say. So we do this as a team. You said we work together as a team. You work well with your teammates. We've got to go through this process as a team, and we've got to come out as a team so that together everyone can achieve more. So what are our next steps? Communicating these results, and that starts with this email, with this video today. You'll have follow-up in your huddles, and we'll follow that up with action planning sessions that will be arranged. These will be a little bit like focus groups where attendance is not mandatory. You're welcome to attend if you'd like, and we'll use it as an opportunity to talk more about what can be done around the feedback that we've gotten. We may ask some questions to make sure that we're understanding the feedback that we've given, but we can use it to talk about specific actions that we can come up with to improve our performance in all of these areas, but most importantly, in the areas that need it the most. We'll take what comes out of those action planning sessions and put together a project plan. The project plan will have specific items, specific timelines, specific responsibilities, and specific people assigned. And many of you, and frankly all of you, will have the opportunity to participate in helping us as a department move forward and grow stronger. That project plan will guide us in implementation. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to watch this video today. I know how busy you are putting the needs of our patient first, and none of us ever feel like we've got enough time in any given day. But this is something that if we don't spend the time to do it, we'll never grow stronger as a department. So again, thank you for taking the time. I, the managers, and the physician leaders of this department all look forward to working with you and to serving you. Thank you.